I'm Dottie, Stitchin' Scotty, and this is one of my Scotties, Winston. Get that ear up, Winston. And we'd like to welcome you to our video about counted cross stitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is Flosstube number 243. Today's Saturday. It's December the 20th in the year 2025. So I would just like to thank everyone that stopped by. I had a lot of extra viewers and new viewers, and I really, really appreciate it. I hope you like and subscribe and you come back and you see something you like. And I also want to thank those that have stuck with me from the beginning. Because it's really been something. But I have a lot to show. I have a finish and some other things, and some stitching I've been doing that's really been helping me out. So after we give out the treats, we'll get started. Now, there won't be as many treats for Winston because we went to the vet this week with Striker and Winston, and he's overweight. So we've got to lose about 4 or 5 pounds. So we'll be back in our Scotty physique, and he's not real happy about it, as you can tell. So we're rationing his treats and making them much smaller, but he is getting a treat every now and then. And yeah, so we're going to watch that. Now, I usually don't talk a lot about myself. This is Striker, but I would like to tell you about my little dog. He seems fine, but he has a few health issues right now. And what we'd like to do is, I would like for you to think about him and maybe say a little prayer for him. We went to the vet this week for his second checkup after the turtle episode. And if you don't know about the turtle episode, you need to go back. Probably about probably about 3 or 4 months ago. It was during the summertime. He decided he wanted to eat part of a turtle. Yeah, and it made him very sick. And I don't know if this is a cause of it or, well, just make yourself at home. But anyway, he's been on his liver enzymes and another couple of numbers are way up. And even after the liver supplement and other things, they're still way up. So now he's on prescription dog food for a liver diet, vitamin E, and his supplement and his other pill. And I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, just think of little Striker. You know, Winston turned 9 last week, and Striker will be 9 on January the 5th. So, yeah. But I love my little Scotties, and they're good boys. Yeah. Okay. So, he's going to get his treat, and then we'll commence. I'm sorry. I usually don't take so long, but I know a lot of people love Striker and Winston, and I just wanted to let you know. Okay, today we've got free patterns, and we've got an Etsy shop with a 50% off sale until December the 31st. So, oh, I can't wait to tell you about that. And I've been doing some really fun things. I've been to a Stitch Day and the Sit and Stitch Christmas party. Yay! I didn't get to go to Panda's Crossing Christmas party. I was so sad because I really wanted to go. I hadn't been able to go in quite some time because it's always been something cropping up on Friday. So if you're watching from Pandas, I miss y'all so much. But anyway, I was at my son's because they needed to celebrate Christmas, of course, the weekend, you know. And of course, family's more important. So I had, you know, I went up there and took care of that. And then while I was up there, I thought, well, I might as well go to the second Saturday Stitch-In since I'm up here this weekend. So I did. Okay, so let's talk about my stitching. Enough about me. Okay, once upon a time, the Stitching Owl and I started this stitch along, or SAL, and it was called hashtag 12 Days of Christmas Stocking Sal. In the meantime, Karen has been very diligent, and she stitched 3 sets of these stockings from Annie B's Folk Art. I haven't even got 1 set stitched. But I do have some of them finished. Oh dear, I need to, that's not going to work. Okay, let's do this. Oh, but let's do this. Okay. All right. So I'm on stocking number 6. Okay. And it's 6 geese a laying. I stitched it on the 28 count black even weave fabric that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm using all the call for threads. It uses DMC. And there's my geese, what I've got done on her. I just like a little of the trim at the bottom and some berries. And this number 6 will be done. I was hoping I would get it done today, but yeah. It's been just like, okay. And these things sticking out, these are branches that we're going to have holly berries on. My goose is not being, you know, like a porcupine. So, but I thought that was really cute. I love these stockings. I really do. And I wanted to stitch them on the black because I thought it made them look so elegant. And yeah. So there's that. I'm going to put this back there. Okay. I don't know where that project bag went. Oh well. Okay, and then the next thing I'm stitching is from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got this at one of the Jingle Balls and printed it out. And it's called Christmas Goodies. And this is what it looks like, but a little faded. And I picked like a lavender piece of linen. And I picked 28 count. And this is what I've got done. I got a good bit done on this one. And how I got this one done, what I've been doing is Susan from Sweet Wing Studio has been, well, there's 2 reasons I got it done. Susan from Sweet Wing Studio has been challenging us in her Patreon, which I'm a member of, the 1 thread a day challenge, okay? And so this has been drawn twice this week. And I hadn't had a lot of stitching time this week either. Some days it's just been an hour. So I was really proud of what I got done. I got this red and finished up the brown and did some green. So that was good. And it's 2 strands over 2. But also, I've been stitching with Pam from Just Keep Stitching, and I think Carmen's going to join in, and we're doing the temperature stitching. Now, it's not the tree or the chart or bookshelf or anything like that. What you do is you take the temperature from the day before, the high temperature, and you have projects that you number 0 through 9. Whatever the last number is of the temperature, the high temperature of the day before, you choose the project you've assigned to that number. Okay, so like, let's say that the temperature was 6, okay? It was, well, say it was 66, okay? Because it has been a little warm here, and then it's been a little chilly. And so my pick was that I had assigned to number 6 was A Visit from St. Nick. Okay, so what I do is I take that chart out and I stitch on it after dinner or after work. And that's what I stitch on the rest of the day. And I love this chart. It's by Kathy Barrick. It's a collaboration with Kathy Barrick and her daughter, Liz. Hello from Liz Mathews. And I'm stitching this one on 40 count Cedar River linen, and it's overcast, and I'm using Weeks Dye Works that's called for. And I think this, I mean, when I first saw this chart, I'm like, oh, I gotta stitch this. I mean, this is so pretty. So pretty. And so what I've done is I've assigned everything, you know, this is a Christmas stitch. I've assigned it a number, and this number happened to come up once so far this week. And what I did was I did the berries. No, I did the berries last time. I did more of this brown border here, and then got all these letters stitched. So that's not too bad for one night, especially after a day's work on 40 count. So I'm using 1 strand of Weeks Dye Works over 2 threads. And I think this is so pretty. I can't wait to get it done. So that's how I've been getting a lot of stitching done. I really like this. I was amazed at how much stitching Pam from Just Keep Just Keep Stitching got done. And I was like, oh, this sounds like fun. So I think I'm going to try this. So, sorry about that. Something was hung on the tripod leg. But I thought, I'll just try this because it just seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. So, I did. And it's working out great. And I don't know if Carmen's joined in yet, but she's either going to join in or she's already started. Okay, then the next one I stitched on, and this is also in my temperature stitching. And I used it also for the 1 thread a day. I do the 1 thread a day. I try to do 2 separate projects when I can, but some days I just don't have time. There's just not enough hours in the day between piano and hospital work and, you know, and then housework and Christmas wrapping and, you know, going to this and that, you know, because there's so many nice things to go to. But I did what I could. And this is from Stitching with the Housewives, and this is And to All a Good Night. And, you know, I love a Santa Claus on a sleigh riding over houses. I just think that is just awesome. So, I'm doing it on black slate, and this is 28 count. And I didn't get much done. I just got this blue done. And that's all I got done for one night. So this one ought to be done by like 2050. You know, who knows? But I really like this one. So I want to hurry up and get this one done like I want to do all of mine. But it's 2 strands over 2. So cute. All right. Then, and this slate from Fabrics by Stephanie is not that hard to stitch on. It's really not. It shows up, the weave is, well, this may not be Fabrics by Stephanie. I'm not really sure. But anyway, this weave is really open, so it's easy to see. So I can stitch on this one at night. It doesn't matter. So then the next one that I stitched on, and I'm so disappointed with myself on this one. I'm thinking, why in the heck can't I get more of this one done? But this one was only called one time also, and I really want to get it done, but I just didn't have a lot of time on the day it was called. And this one is Nativity Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. A lot of people are stitching on this one. And all I got done was part of the sheep and part of the donkey, I guess it is. No, cow. Excuse me. So that's all I got done on that. Now, I will say that Michelle from Mama Loves You GB, she's already passed me, and she just started last week. I'm just like, my goodness, her needles must be on fire. She must have just a little bit more stitching time than I do. Maybe she can stitch at school. Who knows? But I'm just glad she can stitch. But I think this is so cute. I love it. And I can't wait to get it done and make it into a drum. And this one's on 32 count. And I'm not sure what it's on exactly. It may be Vintage Country Mocha. I'm not sure. But anyway, I love it. And I'm using 2 strands over 2. And I'm using mostly Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works, but a couple of DMCs that I don't have the call for threads for. That might be finished by next Christmas. Who knows? Yeah. So, yeah. I just got lots of plans, you know. I just flitter around from one thing to another. But it's fun. It makes me happy. And, you know, that's all that matters is my stitching makes me happy. As long as your stitching makes you happy, you're doing good. Okay, so then, oh, this one got called several times this week because of our temperature. And I've just stitched on it as much as I could, and I got a finish. Yay. I wanted to get it FFO'd, but there was no way. So this is the Jingle Around the Block that I got at the Jingle Ball 2 years ago. And I just love this. I think it's going to be great. These little blocks are fun to put together. And I'm doing this one on, I did this one on 32 count white. And it's on linen. Oh, there's a... And I've already trimmed it and put the, it's it's in FFO mode, okay, because it's got the interfacing on the back of it. And I've got all 3 pieces. This is the bottom, and I put my initials and the date, and I've outlined it so I can join it to this. This is the side, and then this is the top. And I have the wool and the pins for it. And I'm using 2 strands over 2. I used a good bit of DMC, and well, it was all DMC, but I used all the call for colors, and I just love it. Stitching this was just great fun. I enjoyed stitching this top. I did this in like 2 sittings. No, 3 sittings. So it's been called 3 times this week. So, fun, fun, fun. And when it wasn't called, well, no, it's been called twice this week. And when it wasn't called, I use it for my 1 thread, you know, the 1 thread a day challenge. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm so excited. That is just going to be a finish. Hopefully, I'll have it FFO'd by next week, and I can send it out a minute or 2 before Christmas. Yay. All right. Then, I also stitched on my Blackbird piece one day, which was American Eagle. And it's all going to be ripped out because it was, the eagle is in the wrong place. I evidently started on the wrong part of the wing in the wrong spot. And I have to rip out the wing, and I have to rip out the word America, which I got stitched, and also the flag. Yeah. So I'm not real happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. And I was just trying to hurry because I thought, oh, if I can get that Blackbird done and that Mill Hill done, my board will be full. And if it does, it does. And if it doesn't, at least I got this much done. So let's talk about the 1 thread a day from Susan with Sweet Wing Stitcher. She printed out the sheet for us, and see, I've went every day and I've listed my project that I've worked on and also what thread I used. And I just think this challenge is so much fun. And she's got Christmas in red, and we do it through to the end of the month. So that'll be fun. That's my clock. Then, the temperature stitching. Let me see. My book has fallen apart, my book of days. So I'm going to have to tape it back together. Because this thing has really been used, and I've already got next year's book of days too. Now, in the Patreon, I'm skipping around, I'm sorry. In the Patreon, Susan gave us hope and a future. It says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And I think this is beautiful. So it's definitely going to be a stitch. Then I got a Christmas card from Susan, and in the Christmas card, and I'm going to have to show you like this, is poinsettia and holly, this beautiful pattern. And wouldn't that make a great biscornu? It's so pretty. I mean, she is so talented. All these beautiful, beautiful patterns. So that's a biscornu I could do for next year for Christmas. Yes. So thank you, Susan. All right. Then, let's see. Okay. And this is the card that she sent me, which says Merry Christmas. It's the Scotty Plaid. Yes, I love it. And I really had fun hanging out with her this year, too. It was a lot of fun. So thank you, Susan. You're so sweet, and you're such a good friend. I appreciate you so much, and I love being in your Patreon. Okay, and I got more Christmas cards, but I'll show those later. All right, now, my book of days, I have stickered it up, and I've got, see, I've been a busy girl. I've stitched something every day. So, and I love my stickers. I think those are so cute. And I liked it so much because it's, I had one of the other ones, I can't remember who it's from, but one of the ones that are thicker. And that's a lot to carry around. And when you go camping and you travel on the airplane and stuff, that's extra weight. These are so light and so thin. And all I want to put in here is just my stitching. You know, my piano book has everything else that I have to do. It's like my, better not lose this because you don't know where you're supposed to go or who's coming. But this is my book of days, 2026 book of days. And it's by Needlework Press. And she does such a good job. And I can't wait to get some stickers in this. And it's just really, really a nice book. And thank you so much. It's even got like a little graph paper in the back, and it's got a place for addresses, which I don't use because I have an address book for that, and that I take with me also. Then it's got advanced planning. I may do that this year, and for 2027, I need to. Is it in this one? Did I even look? Why, it is. I'll just be using that so I can plan for next year, because I'm starting to think about planning. Everybody else is like, oh, I planned this, I planned that. I hadn't planned anything. So it's like, oh, don't know what I'm going to do. So, well, I planned a little bit because I am going to start the Maria Wells Newson 1838 that I got over at Swindon at Nicola's Retreat. And I bought the Vicki Clayton silks to do that with because I liked her colorway a little bit better. I'm not an orangey, gold, yellow person. So I can't wait till they come. So I'm excited about that. And I hope they get here by January 1st. Surely. But anyway, so that's one plan I have. Then, see. Oh, yeah, I got off on another track. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about my second Saturday stitch day that I went to. And I've got some photos I'm going to be inserting. And if you want to know about this, it's in North Carolina, in Waynesville. And it's at the United Methodist Church there. We meet at 10 o'clock and we stitch till about 3. And it's a lot of fun, and Waynesville has a lot of neat places and shops and restaurants to go to, and it's just, the ladies there are just so sweet. And I got gifts. Yes. So, I got something else. Okay, I got this from Easy. Look at all these gingerbread houses. All right. She got me gingerbread hand sanitizer. She gave every one of us one of those. Then, and we brought food and stuff. And, oh, it was so good. I brought Russian tea, and everybody liked that. Oh, it was just good. Okay. I got a humongous Christmas tree. A Little Debbie cake. I got gingerbread notepads. I got a Little Debbie gingerbread Christmas cookie. I've never seen one of those before. And, oh goodness, candy. I got peppermints and Werthers. Oops, sorry. And those are good. Okay, I'm going to put that back in there because it's going to go downstairs. Okay, then I also got, oh shoot, come open. Oops, I took it out. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. A gingerbread needle minder. Isn't that so cute? And a gingerbread house needle minder. Now I get to use these. I'm so excited. Thank you, Easy. So sweet. Okay, so then, I tell you, these ladies are just so sweet. Then from Wanda, I got, oops. a jar full of buttons that I can use on all different kind of projects. Isn't that so pretty? I love the lid too. And look at the decorations she put on it. It's so pretty you don't even want to use it sometimes. But I can always just take it out and put a button in, take the top off, take a button or two out, and then put it back in. It'll still be pretty. So this is going to stay in my stitch room. But it's beautiful. I love it. And it smells good. Okay, then I got a candy cane from Alex. Everybody got one of these also. And we got, oh my goodness, a little card that says Second Saturday Stitchers. Join us on the second Saturday of the month for low-key stitch days in Waynesville. And Alex Medford is the host. She's the youth minister there, I think. And she has a floss tube with Neil. And it's Stitcher's Hollow. And I'm going to put all this up here, and I'll also link it below. And she has an Instagram and email account. So if you're interested, be sure and check that out and come. We had 2 new ladies this time, and they were so sweet. Then I also got this cute sticker. We all got that. Second Saturday Stitchers. That's going to go in my book. And another needle minder. Second Saturday Stitchers. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Alex. I tell you, these ladies are just so nice. And I mean, you walk in and you just immediately feel welcome. You really do. It's just wonderful. Okay, then I got from Mary Beth, I got a scissor fob, Santa scissor fob, and a peppermint. She had to leave early. She had to be at graduation. Yeah, she's important. That's why she had to be there, because she's one of the professors. But isn't that cute? Just love it. Thank you, Mary Beth. Oh, I can't wait to put that on my scissors. Then, Wanda also gave everybody, because my gift was special. It was extra. Oops. She made us all a Christmas tree needle minder, and she stitched it on perforated paper. Look at that. And I got some Jolly Ranchers and some Hershey Kisses. Fun, fun, fun. And this cute little Christmas bag. Okay, so that was cute. All right, then, let's see. Okay, all right. That's what I got at the Second Saturday Stitchers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert some pictures of everybody's work and everybody there here. Okay, so the next thing I went to, which was yesterday, I went to the Sit and Stitch Christmas party that we had. We usually meet at Ingles, but this time we met at somebody's home, and I'm not going to say because, you know, privacy, you know. And, I mean, people are welcome to come, but we like to get to know them before we bring them to our home, you know, because, yeah, there's some strange people out there. But anyway, Mia came, and she was so generous. She gave me this beautiful needle minder from That's So Kelly. Isn't that cute? And it's got a matching thread bed and floss holder down here. So this is going to be perfect for stitching, especially for the Mill Hill kit I'm going to be working on. So I can't wait to use this. I used it at the party for the thread bed. So, you know, to keep my thread from sliding everywhere. But thank you so much, Mia. Then, as if that wasn't enough, then she gave me this. It's got lace and it's a little stitch book. You can tell I've not opened it. Oh, here we go. Hold that thought. It's got a stitch book, and it's got how to do like the running stitch, the back stitch, and chain stitch, straight stitch, cross stitch, blanket stitch, fly stitch, stem stitch, chain stitch. I mean, it's just got bunches, satin stitch, just French knots, bunches of things in here. And it's all in this pretty lace that you can carry with you. And it's going to go in my little box. And it has this beautiful pink thread with a needle. So that'll be nice. And that was very appreciated, Mia. I love it. And it's going to be very handy. And this is going to come in handy too. All right. Then, as if that wasn't enough, Susie had this cute bag. 'Tis the season. And of course, she knows we love chocolate. So she gave everybody one. And also inside the bag, she had a little make it, take it kind of thing. And she had even brought some stuff to show us how to put it together. But I've got a little gingerbread house and a lobster clasp. So I can put it together and make, you know, like a zipper pull. Or I can put some beads with it and make a scissor fob. So that'll be fun. Thank you, Susie. Very, very sweet. Okay. Then Kathy came, and she has these gingerbread houses, and I think they're just so cute. Look at that. And isn't this cute? It's going to be a fantastic either zipper pull or scissor fob. I think I'm going to use it for zipper pull, though. I really do, because it's so cute. I'd be afraid I'd tear it up using it as a scissor fob. I love it. Everybody's just so generous. And we also took pictures, so that's good. Then she also made her famous caramels. I haven't tried these yet. I forgot about them when I put them up here. It's a good thing because I would have eaten them before I got here. Then, oh dear. No. Oh, I know who gave me this. Okay. All right. Then Diana made this bag. Isn't this cute? And inside the bag, this is to go in your purse because it's all the necessities you need. Lots of Lifesaver mints and a pack of Kleenex because you're all the time looking for Kleenex in the wintertime. Because it seems like everybody's sniffing and stuff. And this will just fit in your purse just great. Or even in your pocket. And you know, everybody needs a mint every now and then. So that's good. So thank you, Diana. So this is going to go in my purse. And probably my work bag too. All right. So then, Dolores gave everybody a chocolate Santa Claus and a little snowman zipper pull charm. Isn't that cute? And I've never had a chocolate snowman, so thank you, Dolores. Oh my goodness. And because I'm special, you know, and we do a floss tube together. And you notice Dolores is not here yet again. She's flying up and she's getting ready to fly down the road again to visit her family for Christmas, which she needs to. You know, everybody needs to be with family at Christmas if possible. So we gave Christmas presents early. I hope she likes what I gave her. I gave her something useful. Yeah, but useful for cross stitch. But anyway, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because that way, if she's watching this, which I know she will, and she's not opened her gift, I don't want to spoil her surprise. Look at this. She knows I teach piano, and it's a piano needle minder. Oh, it's so cute. and a gift card to the Stitchin Kitten. So sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dolores. It's too much. You should not have, but I do appreciate it. In fact, I don't expect anything from anybody, but it's just been like, holy cow, look at all this good stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, then, oh goodness, I dropped my little jump ring for my out the bag. I'll put it back in here on Susie's thing. She even gave us a jump ring. So that was fun. All right, so I'm going to insert some pictures of the stitch party here. I'm going to tell you some of the things I've gotten and in the mail, and then we'll do the and then we'll do the Etsy shop and free pattern too. The free pattern that she gave us in the Patreon also. She gave us Good Tidings of Great Joy. She gave us 2 patterns this month, Susan did. Susan is so generous. And she has Zooms every quarter that you can do. And they're so much fun. And she had prizes on this last one in December. Lots of things. It was so much fun. And it was just fun talking and well, I say talking. She talked and we chatted on the chat, you know, and asked questions and things. But it was great. It was just great fun. We talked for about, I guess, an hour and 30 minutes or something. But anyway, this week the Etsy shop is going to be Wombat Stitching or Stitchery. I think it's the name of it. Oh, wrong thing. That's the free pattern. Wombat Stitching on Etsy, and I will link it below. She is from Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. She's been on Etsy for 2.5 years. She has excellent ratings, and her charts are 50% off. They're all PDFs, of course. And this one's called Santa on the Roof Cross Stitch Pattern, and it's so cute. Look at that. It reminds me of the Santa Claus movie, you know, where he falls off the roof. Cute. And it's 50% off. That's got to have. Just love it. Then we have, because people seem to like roosters, I noticed from the Jingle Ball. This is the Flowers and Birds cross stitch pattern. Look at those roosters. It's a nice sampler. Half price. Then we have, it's so simple and I believe it's true. The Lord came down because he loves me and you. And when I wake up or go to sleep at night, I thank God that he's in my life. And it's got sheep, a shepherd, and the tree of life, and it's got a church. Isn't that beautiful? And look at all those pretty designs on the bottom. The motifs and things. So pretty. And we got the sun and the moon. Then we have Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Town cross stitch pattern. Very colorful. It almost reminds me of Rainbow Row because there's so many different colors. Yes, but you can make them any color you wanted. Now this one is the Merry Christmas Sweets Advent Calendar. Look at that. Look at all the little ornaments you can make. Or you could do a calendar. Then we have Santa and Gifts Christmas Cross Stitch. I think this one's so cute. See, the goose is getting fat. And there's Santa Claus and a bunny. The Easter bunny came out early and he's got a sweater on. But I love that Santa. He's so whimsical. Then we have, for patriotic, for the, oh goodness, the sesquicentennial, we have, I hope I said that right, 4th of July patriotic cross stitch pattern. Look at that. You can make a lot of little pillows out of that, or just one big picture, or a drum or two. So pretty. And then look at this one, 250 years of the United States. It's got the Liberty Bell, the torch on the Statue of Liberty. Then we have Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I mostly did Christmas patterns because, you know, we are in the height of Christmas. Christmas Eve fireplace. And remember, half off. Look at that Santa hat hanging off the clock. So cute. Love it. And then we have Christmas cross-stitch pattern, Santa, Jingle Bells, and lettering. It says, Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, 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 Santa, gingerbread houses, carols, Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas. And those would make nice drums too. So pretty. Half price. And we have USA 250 years, and it's got the dates forever. Isn't that pretty? And there's more. There's different holidays and things. So be sure and check those out. And, you know, Wombat Stitching. Yeah, that's a different name. It just kind of caught my eye. And then when I saw 50% off and all the cute patterns she had, I was like, hey, this is nice. Okay, our free pattern is from Crocette Gogo, and it's on her blog. And her blog is going to look like this, and I will link it below. And you'll see the little pattern down here in the middle, okay? And it's a little reindeer with a package. Isn't that so cute? So I'll link that below. All right. So I hope y'all enjoy stitching all those cute little patterns and things. Okay, then I got some Christmas cards, and I always like to acknowledge that, and I want to apologize this year for not sending Christmas cards because I would have to take out a bank loan because I just want to send a card to everybody, and I can't. You know, I've made so many new friends in the cross-stitch community, and, you know, then, of course, there's my family, and nobody lives around me, so I have to send cards, I have to send cards to them. So it's like, goodness. Yeah, and then look at all the friends I have, and every time I get really good friends, they move away. So, but anyway, this is one of my Friend Stitch friends. This is from Joanne. Thank you so much for the sweet, sweet card. I miss seeing you, but one of these days, maybe my days will calm down and I can catch up some. Okay, then we have Joyful Blessings. And this is from one of my viewers, and she mentioned Winston and Stryker. This is Miss Nancy. Thank you so much. And her husband, Phil. Look at those little Native Americans. So, so cute. But it's just really sweet. She wrote the sweetest little message inside. There's a sweet Bible verse. I always like those because I need all the help I can get. And then another viewer, and plus one of my friends from Florida, Nina. Look at this card. Just a little wish. Isn't that so cute? I miss you, Nina. I miss all you ladies. I made some really good friends at Stitch Florida last year, and I wish I could have went this year, but I did not. But isn't that beautiful? Love it. Then this one says Merry Christmas, and I was like, oh, this is so, so cute. And this was a friend I met at a retreat, and she told me Happy Flossiversary and wishing me a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And she sent me a gift card to the Stitch and Sew Studio in Lake Orion, Michigan. And there's the number and the name. Is that not sweet? So sweet. I mean, you make so many kind friends, and I tell you, she is very encouraging and just a really, really good friend. She'd stick by you through thick and thin. Can't wait to see her again. We all need to live closer. Then I got this cute card from my sister-in-law. She's also a viewer, and my niece, Stephanie. Belinda and Stephanie. Isn't that just cute? It says Jingle All the Way. Had such a sweet little message in there. And I don't usually show the inside of the card, but I want you to look what my niece drew. Look at that. She drew a little cat. I think that's so cute. Okay, thank you, thank you. And then I got a card from another viewer. And this one is from one of my first people that ever reached out to me. Sweet, sweet lady. She sent me this beautiful note and caught me up on what's been going on with her. And she's had a rough time, but she's a very, very sweet lady, and she lives close to me. And I keep saying I'm going to get down there one of these days. Yes. But thank you, Jane, and her little cat, Benji. No. Or is it a dog? I think it's... I don't remember, Jane, and I'm so sorry. I can't remember if Benji's a cat or a dog. But anyway, isn't that beautiful? I wouldn't mind being out there and having all that snow with all the rain we had this week. Thank you, Jane, and thank you for sticking with me, even though I still can't seem to get just a short distance to where you live. All right, so that's all the cards I got this week. My Jingle Ball Baubles book came, and it's got all these patterns in it. And Stephanie also put, please do not disturb, I'm stabbing things. So I can hang this on my stitch door so people will know, do not enter. It could be dangerous. So there's some things in here I really want to stitch. So more starts. Then my sweet cousin Frances, Carol, she sent me this Christmas coloring book, and it's just so pretty. It's got so many cute designs in it. She's an artist, and she and I are the two black sheep in our family. Everybody else is medical, and I didn't become medical until just recently, so it's like, oh my goodness. But so cute. I love it. Thank you so much for your generosity, everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the kind things that you comment, the kind comments, I mean, and just the sweet letters and cards. It's and the gifts. I mean, I don't expect anything, but I really appreciate it. And most of all, I appreciate your friendship the most. I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy, happy New Year. And I forgot to tell you my plans. I'm going to have an FFO parade if I can gather up all my FFOs in time. So be looking forward to that. I don't know if I'll have a finish parade or not, because I've had a few finishes. Well, to have a start parade, what I've had. We'd be here all day. But anyway, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. And remember, if you don't start it, you can't finish it. Bye-bye.